guys, this is FFAN 16 and welcome to finally, yes, some more Digimon Survive news. No, it's not being delayed again, knock on wood at this moment, but some really exciting news. There is finally an ESRB rating for this game. We're going to head over to the Entertainment Software Rating Board to read what it got for its rating and a description. So let's dive into that. This is so exciting. That means this game is finally moving forward. It's going to be hopefully real. It's got a rating. Let's go see. All right, guys, as always, the link for anything that I display on my videos will be down in the description below if you'd like to go see it yourself. So here is the Entertainment Software Rating Board's webpage. They have rated Digimon Survive as T for teen, crude humor, fantasy violence, language, mild blood. Yes, finally, we've got ourselves some interesting information in regards to what type of gameplay we're going to go for. They did say they wanted to go for a more darker, gritty Digimon game, but it really looks here that we finally got some more information in regards to that. So let's go over the rating summary. This is a visual novel with strategy role-playing game elements in which players follow Japanese teenagers lost in a world of monsters. Typical kind of Digimon-esque kind of story. As players follow the storyline, they periodically engage in turn-based battles using Digimon. From what we saw, if this hasn't changed, it's kind of like a tactic turn-based system. Digimon, of course, are monsters with special powers / abilities. As humans and Digimon characters move around grid-like battlefields, players select attack move skills from a menu and watch short animations of monsters executing these moves. Attacks can include kicking, biting, blasting of energy, and elemental bursts. Sounds about right for Digimon. One cutscene briefly depicts a still image of a blood-stained corpse, hence the need to put mild blood and crude humor, fantasy violence, stuff like that. This is kind of why it's getting its teen rating. Out of a variety of attack moves, Digimon can perform a poop toss, Numamon for the win, and all the other trash-like Digimon, which is depicted as a cartoony poo coil thrown at occupants. They're talking like they've never seen a Numamon before. Maybe they haven't. And is accompanied by squishy sound effects. Gotta love that we're pointing out all the trash Digimon moves here as the primary reason this is rated T for teen. The word bit and pissed? Is pissed really a bad word? I need to get up on my bad word lingo. Appears in the dialogue. So now this is coming out for Windows PC, of course, PlayStation 4, hopefully PlayStation 5. Come on, Bandai Namco. Upgrade it. Xbox, of course, and Xbox Ones and Series. You know, this is really old. Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PlayStation 4. I don't know why they aren't upping these to stay with the PlayStation 4 and these other consoles, but also put PS5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S, just to kind of bring into the next gen, make it free upgradable. Maybe that's coming later on, but right now all we know is it's for last gen consoles and of course the Nintendo Switch PC. Let's take a look at what previous ratings some of the Digimon games that I have in my collection have gotten and see how close we are to really getting a more mature game out here in Digimon Survive. Alright guys, I went back into my collection behind me and grabbed a few PlayStation games and of course the Switch version and DS version of some of the Digimon games that I own, just to see what type of rating history these games have gotten and kind of compare to what we should be expecting here for Digimon Survive. This will be really quick, I just thought it'd be fun. The first one we're going to look at is back on the PS1, and look at here guys, the original Digimon World was rated T for teen back when this came out in 1997. Yes, back in 1997, Poop was still making this T for teen. So I'm not too sure why this one got a T for teen rating, but all the way back to the OG, it got that teen rating. And honestly, I would now rate this game as maybe E10, because today's standards, this really isn't that teenageristic kind of game. But yeah, back in 1997, this game was rated T for teen and still is. Let's take a look at Data Squad. This one still has Numamon in it, so there is some poop, but not as drastic. It is rated E10, so this one's a little bit more of a milder rating. If you guys haven't played it, it's quite fun. It's a really short Digimon game, and there's some really weird evolution trees in this version. If it's still up, I do have a playthrough of this on my Twitch channel. But if for a fun little Digimon game, and if you're a fan of this version of the series, check this one out. It's really good. Then let's look at Digimon World Dawn. There is also Dusk behind me, but I thought I'd just grab one of them because they're going to be rated, I believe, the same thing. This one's rated E, and this was released for the Nintendo DS. Now, it says alcohol references, crude humor, mild cartoon violence. So what was the difference between that and teen? Oh, look, there's things on the back here. E10 is crude humor, mild fantasy violence, and language. That's the same as this one. What's the difference between, you guys tell me in the comments below, why is this one E10 and this one's E, but the description in the back for the ESRB is the same? Let's see what classifies as T for teen on this one. Guess what it is in 1997? Come on, analysts, remembering the 90s. Why was this rated T for teen? Comic mischief is why this got T for teen. Again, 1997, yes. 2021, no. That's hilarious. I love that. Anyways, let's continue on. Now here's a true T for teen. This one, if you guys are familiar with, is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. And if you've gotten this copy, it's the combined copy of Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. And these both are rated T for teen, of course, because they're going to have their PS4 ratings. So I'm going to look at the Switch. So anyways, T for teen in today's day and age of video games classifies as blood, crude humor, fantasy violence, language, and suggestive themes. So it seems like they've got a slew of categories that can throw it in the teen category now. And as long as it meets the criteria for a chunk, like let's say it looks like about 5 of those criteria, it's going to end up in the T for teen. I can't get over this. Comic mischief in 1997. Don't do it. Don't do it, 90s kids. There you go. So we have a rating of T for teen for Digimon Survive. I cannot wait. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth was a groundbreaking version of the Digimon genre for the video game industry, and Digimon Survive being its own sub thing away from the World Series and the story series. And it wants to build its own identity as a third genre in the Digimon gaming universe. I hope it comes off with a great start. It sure has hit a development wall, but with this rating, it's only positive things in my eyes are coming down. 2022 is around the corner, and as such, I hope they start ramping up the PR. Bandai Namco has been always quiet here in North America when it comes to pushing their games, but with the upcrease in our Digimon media, as in both the anime coming out with new Ghost game being, in my opinion, go watch it. It's really good. And these V pets, these amazingly addictive and money grabbing things now making their way into US Amazon. Come on, Canada Amazon. This will be another video. I don't know why Canada Amazon doesn't get on the boat. But if you're in the States, you could buy these directly from your Amazon store in the States. Or if you're like me, you can import them in from Japan if you live outside of the US. I live in Canada. Just taking a summary here is, this is a step forward for Digimon Survive. Finally, we are seeing more activity in regards to this game actually being legitimately coming out, hopefully in 2022. Just please give us a little bit more details in where this game is on the development side. just simply telling us that it's still being worked on and it's being delayed. We need a little bit more crumbs to keep the hype train going. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think, first of all, in what 1997 thought is T for Teen versus what 2021 thinks about T for Teen? I'd love to hear from you guys in regards to that, because I think it's absolutely hilarious and I love it. But this is positive in my eyes. What do you guys think? Is this a positive sign for Digimon Survive? And do you see a lot of more news coming in the new year? If so, subscribe to this channel. Not a lot of you are. When I look at my subscribe intake, 90% of you are not subscribed to this channel. And if you want to keep up with me and Godamon, hit that little red button and become a Chocobo Knight and follow everything Digimon, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, and much, much more. Thank you so much, guys. And as always, happy gaming!